Hello everyone and welcome to today's class. So today we are going to be designing this flyer design that you are seeing here, this cupcake flyer design, and we are going to be doing it with our phone using Canva. So let's start. Let's start with the design now. You are all welcome to the interface of Canva. There is a lot going on here. So these are already made flyer designs that you can use. These are templates that you can use and customize it to your own style. But we're not going to be making use of this. We are going to be creating our own designs from scratch. So we're going to be using Instagram size. So to do that, you click on this cross button at the center. Then it is going to bring up this page for you, and we're going to use custom size. For that custom size, you will type in 1080 by 1080. This is Instagram size, and we're going to click create new design. It has brought us to a blank page, and this is where we are going to do all of our design using our smartphone. So the first thing that we're going to do is to create our background. So to create your background, all you need to do is to click and then click on the canvas and add your color. So we're going to add our color. You click here and then you type in your color, AB2100. So that's the color that we are going to use. And then the next thing that we are going to add is we are going to add an overlay, something like a paper texture. So to add this paper texture, all you need to do is to go to elements, go to search, and then we're going to search paper texture. So these are the different types of paper texture there is, and we're going to pick this first one under photos. So we're going to adjust it. You hold from the sides and adjust. So we'll adjust the size to fit our background. Then we're going to adjust it. We're going to adjust this so that it blends with the background. So to do that, make sure you click on your screen, and then we're going to go to filters. Or let's not use filters, let's use effects. We are going to go to effects and we are going to click on dual tones. So for this, we are going to pick the one that works for us. But for this one, I want us to pick Sherry. Then once you pick this Sherry, you click on it again so that it will take you to the settings. And then when we go to the settings, we type in our color, our background color, E2100. So this is our color. And then we are going to adjust the shadows. We bring it down, make it black so that our design will have, so that it can be darker, so that our design can be darker, and we are okay with the intensity. Then the next thing we are going to do is to start adding our text to the design. So to add our text to the design, you click on text and then we'll pick heading. Then we'll type in yum. So after typing in the yum, we are going to increase the size by going to font size, and then we increase. If you don't want to use this to increase, you can just click here and add the text size you want to add. Let's say 100, and then you drag it up and you place it at the middle. Now this is not the type we want to use. Let's change fonts. We'll come and click here, font, then you click on this arrow that is going up, and it will bring other typefaces for you to pick from. So we are going to pick something like this. We are going to pick this. We are okay with this one, so we'll position it well. Then the next thing to do is you can duplicate this text and then type on it, or you can choose to click on text again, click on heading, and then type in your text. So whichever one works for you, you can do it. So but me, I want to duplicate the text so I don't have to start adjusting, I don't have to start looking for the text again. So you double click on it and then you type bakery. So after typing in your bakery, we are going to increase our size, our text size. Let's increase our text size. And we'll take it all the way to the left. 144 is okay. So make sure that it's center aligned. Make sure that our yarn is also aligned to the center, properly aligned to the center. So the next thing we can do is to bring in our cupcake. Now, to bring in your cupcake, there are two ways you can do it. You can go to elements and type in cupcake. If you type in cupcake, it will bring out so many different cupcakes for you. If you don't want to do this, another way you can bring in your cupcake is to go to your gallery. I've already provided these resources. In for this design. So all you need to do is to open the resources file for today, and you'll find the cupcake design with a transparent background. So whichever one you want to use, it's up to you. So you can click on this gallery and then you pick and add to page, and it will bring in this cake. So the next thing for us to do is to remove the background. If you're not a pro user, you might not be able to access the background, but as you can see, okay, I'm now removing the background because I'm using Canva Pro. So once you click on the AG remover, it will remove the background for you, and then you can position your cupcake well. Adjust it and then place it well. So as you can, if you notice now, the cupcake is behind the bakery and we don't want that. So if you click on the bakery, you come over to the layer panel, you come over to these layers, and then you drag it up. We are going to drag it up and place it above the bakery. So let's adjust it a bit. This is okay. This is fine. So the next thing that we can do now is to start adding in other text. So now we want to add a rectangle. Come to tools, click on tools, click here, and then pick a rectangle of your choice. And one thing with this rectangle, this particular one, is that you can type inside it, but we don't want to type inside it. We just want to use it as a placeholder. So we are going to click on it, bring it here and adjust it. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to round the corners. We want it rounded a bit, so 33 is okay. 33 is okay, and then we'll bring it down to this place, adjust it more, and then we are going to change the color. We don't want it to be black, so we come to color, we click on this plus, and then let's add in our AB2100, but we don't want to use this color. We only want to use it to sample the color that we want. So you can take this color code and type it inside your own. So we've done that. The next thing we are going to do is to type in the text that will be inside this shape. So you click on text, you can choose add a text box, and it will add a text box for you, and then we can type in indulging in the delightful sweetness of this cupcake. So now we are going to adjust it. We're going to reduce the size, come to font size, and we'll drag it down. We come to format, we make it left aligned, you go back to the screen and you drag. We're going to move this text, so you drag from the sides, and then you place it in. But as you can see, the text are still big, so we are going to adjust it. Now we're going to change the color of our text. Let's go to text color, and let's, if you don't know what color to pick, you can go to this place, click on color, come to this edge, then take your color picker and then pick a dark color, the dark chocolate color, you sample it and then you click on done. And then we are going to adjust this text. So this is okay. So to adjust the text, you can hold the sides and pull it in, and it will be and to start adjusting the text. So we are okay with this. Even if there is something to adjust, we can adjust it later. We can always do it later. So the next thing we can do is to type in the phone number. To type in the phone number, you click on your text tool, click on heading, and then we are going to type in the number. You can choose to type in whatever number you want to type, because this is not a real number. If you have a business and you are using this class to design your flyer, you can as well put in your business number. So that's it. We're going to bring it down. Change our font size, drag it up a bit. Change our font color to white. And then we'll place it well. Now for this font type, we can use this bricolage. Just click on it. If you click by the side, it will open up all the different body weights that we have. So extra bold is okay, because we want the number to be bold. So this is fine. Then the next thing we can do is to put in the brand website. So the next thing we can do is to click here, add heading, www dot your website .com, and we are going to drag it down. We're going to drag it down. We're going to change the color to this color. We will position it well, and we're going to change the font weight. We're going to change it to light. That is what we want to use. We don't want it to drag for attention with the phone number. Can increase the size a bit, or we can reduce the size of this phone number a little bit. Let's pick 40. Let's pick 40. Let's increase this a little bit, font size. Then let's position it. If you want to position it well, you can use your nudge. Come over to nudge and then move it to the left, and then move it up a bit. Still move it to the left, move it up a bit so that it's aligned well. Then the next thing that we are going to do is to add order now. So to add another rectangle that we're going to write in that we're going to use to type in our order now. So to do that, you can click on what you already have and click on duplicate. If you don't want to do that, let's undo. You can go over to tools and then click on shape, and the shape will come out. So we are going to reduce our shape, give it a rounded corner. We want it to be really rounded. We are going to give it the color, this bright color here. After that, we are going to position it well. We're going to position it to align well with the phone number that we already have. So after that, we are going to add in a circle that we can use to put our arrow. So we'll go back to tools, go back to this shape and click on circle. So let's reduce our circle. Let's decrease it. Hold from the side and reduce. Then we can bring it in there and reduce it. Let's still reduce. Okay, this is fine. So we go over to our notch and we use our notch to bring it down and align it properly. So it's still big. Let's reduce it a little bit. So let's use our notch tool and bring it down. This is fine. This is fine. Then we are going to type in order now. So we go to our text, pick heading, and then we type order now. So this order now is going to be also a dark brown. Let's pick a dark brown color. This dark brown is okay. And let's use our notch tool to position it well. Okay, this is okay. Then let's bring in our arrow. So to bring in our arrow, we'll go over to elements and then we will type in arrow shape. No, this is not what we want. Go back to elements. We'll type in arrow and search for arrow. So let's search for the arrows that we can use. We don't want any of this. Let's go back. Let's go back to all. Graphics. Let's search in graphics. Okay, we can use this one. Let's click here and it will bring in the arrow. Let's pull it down and then reduce it. Hold from the side and reduce and resize it. So this is fine. We'll go over to our notch and then use it to bring it into the ellipse, into the circle. Let's reduce it a little bit. Okay, let's use our notch and place it well. Okay, this is fine. So the next thing that we are going to type in is try me. So what we can do is we can duplicate this rectangle that we already have. Click on duplicate, bring it to the side and resize it to be small. So we can let's reduce the corner radius. We can reduce the corner radius a bit and change the color to white. So we can place it here. Here is okay. And then we can rotate it a little bit. It's fine here. Then we are going to pick a text. We're going to pick the heading text and try and write try me. Then we can bring in this try me text into this place and then we'll look for a script font that we can use. Let's try this. Okay, this one is okay. Let's try this one. Let's increase the text size. We come to font size and then we increase it. We rotate it so that it will match the shape that we have. Then we place it inside of the shape. We place it well. So we can use our notch to make sure that it is well placed. Then the next thing we can do is to change the color. Let's change the color to our dark chocolate color. That's not all. I feel like this dark color is not, it's not dark enough. Let's bring it down a bit. Yeah, this is okay, this is fine. And we're going to do that for the other ones. So this is fine. Then the next thing we are going to do is to add an arrow that will be pointing towards the cupcake to show try me. So we come back to our arrows. There are so many arrows here that you can pick from. So many nice arrows. We can pick this works. We can rotate it from the sides. You drag it down a little bit, rotate it more, and then we can change the color to our bright color. Yes, and that is fine. Take it off a bit. Yeah, that's fine. So if you notice well, our cupcake is floating and we want to add something that looks like a shadow underneath it. So to do that, we'll go back to our tools, click on our shapes, click on ellipse, and what we can do is to resize this ellipse, drag it down a bit, resize it. This is fine, and then we can place it under the cupcake. So we can go to our layers and drag this so that it will be directly under the cupcake. So once we place our cupcake under, the next thing that we can do is to blur it. So if you notice, because of the cupcake is not allowing us to select our ellipse, so what we can do, we can drag it up a bit and work on the ellipse. So we can reduce the opacity, we can make it a little bit transparent. This is fine. Transparency, we can bring down our cake, bring it down, and then position it back. In as much as our shadow is not really given, but there isn't much way to do a shadow, to create a shadow on Canva, unless you import in the shadow. Unless you are going to import in the shadow, which we don't, which you can do if you so wish. If you want to make it really realistic, you can import a shadow. Okay, let's move it a bit. Okay. So this is fine. This is fine. So this is all it takes to design. This is all it takes to design. This is all it takes to design a flyer design. To do a flyer design on Canva. So let's drag it down a bit because it's Okay. So it's a bit, hectic to be designing on phone, but if you're using Canva on laptop, that will be very, very good for you. Like it will be very, very easy for you. So this is all it takes to design a flyer design on Canva. To do a flyer design on Canva, it's not that hard. Let's add an exclamation mark. Yeah, so that is it. So this is our flyer design, and the last thing that we're going to add, let's go to our elements and let's search for lines. So this is what we are looking for. We click and then let's duplicate it and keep one by the side, and then take this one up, decrease it and position it here. Let's rotate it a little bit, position it well. Then we're going to change the color. Let's change the color to our bright color. Let's still decrease it a little bit, reduce the size. This is fine. So this, we're going to change the color to this bright color here, and we're going to rotate it, decrease the size, rotate it a little bit. Then we'll position it well. So our this is the final touch, and then we're going to change the color of this bakery. So if you cannot tap on something because of this cupcake, you can go to the layer and click on what you want to highlight, and then we are going to change the color to this bright color here, and that's it. That's just all it takes to create a flyer design on Canva. Once you keep on doing it over and over again, you get used to it and you will master it before you know what happens. Then the last thing to do is to save your design. Although Canva Auto saves your design for you, so but at the end of the day, you can click here to save as an image, and then it is saved to your phone. So here we have our design proudly done with Canva, although it doesn't look that perfect because we are just trying to make this video not to be so long. But when you are doing your own, you can take your time to adjust everything and make sure that you put everything in order. It doesn't look so different from the ones that the Photoshop users are doing, but even though you're a Canva designer, that doesn't make you less of a designer. Kudos to you for trying this out and achieving this design. Until next time, bye.